So on top of that, and then the Trump administration goes on to post this. So they have been, the Trump White House always does good stuff, right? I posted their video from the other day. It was excellent, but they're upping their game right now while we're in Iran. And the reason I think they're doing so is because I believe that Iran is the last major, okay, that's the key word right there, major foreign policy initiative he's going to have to do militarily. Everything else wouldn't make sense. We're not going to go into Ukraine. We're not going to fight Russia. We're not going to fight China. Trump knows that would be stupid. And those countries don't want it anyways. Iran, when you go down our list of enemies, okay, we have our financial deep state enemies, and that is City of London. Okay. And all that's surrounding that, which is the EU, the intelligence agencies, all of that. You don't fight them by going in and doing an invasion, or we're not going to bomb England. We're not going to bomb UK. Okay, that's not how that works. By the way, City of London, even though it is a square mile within London, that system, that cabal, they're not just based in one place. So we couldn't take them out that way anyways. They are all over, especially in Europe. So they're spread out. They just come together at times, make their choices. So when I say City of London, I'm not meaning a physical location anymore. But the other thing is physical. Okay. So we've been doing these small excursions, but if you go down the list of enemies, so it's City of London, financial, intelligence agencies. That's a big guy. That's not going to be militarily. Then China, our great competitor. But again, that's more economic. We're not going to fight China militarily. It would make no sense. It wouldn't accomplish anything except World War III. Trump has no desire to do that. The Chinese also, no desire to do that. They want to be left alone. They want to get their hands, they're greedy. They want to get their hands in everything. But you notice with the Chinese, the way they act now, they just like to go in and suck out resources from places, maybe steal IP. That's how they act. But it's not like they're out there spreading communism. They're not the Soviet Union. They're not spreading like that. So China, if we push them back, they're just going to do their own thing. That's enemy number 2. Number 3 is Russia, which I actually don't think is one of our enemies anymore. I really don't. I think they're going to be allies with us before long. Once this Ukraine situation's finished, we're going to be allied with Russia. Just wait. And then Iran's next. And we just obliterated their military capabilities for the next decade at least. So that's it. We don't need a military intervention anywhere that's major. This is that last one. Now we're going to control pretty much all the world's oil as far as in and out. We won't control Iran. I don't think we're setting up a proxy. I think Trump really wants to set it free to the people. That's his motif. That's what he just did in Venezuela. Gave it back to the people. He sets it free, but he controls the access points. Okay, the strategic areas that enemies can come in and take that harm the U.S. And in doing that, he is ushering in a lot of control over the entire world's oil. The only place he's not controlling is Russia, which, we do sanctions and stuff with them, but that's going to flow once we ally with them, once Ukraine's over. So he's crushing all of this, guys. Once Iran's done, everything else is going to be behind the scenes, or it's going to be financial, or it's going to be justice oriented, which means arrests, cleaning stuff up, getting the grand juries are going to start coming out, but it's full on sprint. Can you feel it? I mean, it started at the beginning of this year. We're on full on sprint right now to finish this. And this is why all the influencers are going nuts, because they're showing us who really controls them, who really pays for them to become big, because now it's all assets deployed. They know they are at the end. City of London knows it's at the end. They are fading away. They are losing their control. Trump is just pulling it away from them. And so they have gone full PSYOP. All assets deployed. Every single influencer we've ever raised up, everyone we've put within MAGA, gotten close to Trump, podcast bros, YouTubers, wherever, every single influencer we've helped become big, we're calling in the favors now. This is why they're all turning against him. I really don't think there's going to be any left. I think the rest of this term, I don't think there's anybody left we're going to see fully turn on Trump. I just don't. I think they've all done it. I mean, Tucker, for me, again, he was the tip. He was the tip of that pyramid when it comes to the influencer world. And for him to go all in, and he's still going in. We're going to talk about that a little later. I mean, his last two guests, Sagar and Jetty, are you kidding me? What a joke that guy is. And Douglas McGregor, who's been wrong about everything for the last 10 years. Yeah, let's just bring him on again so he can lie more about our war strategies and his insider knowledge. Guy is a total fraud. And that's what Tucker's rolling out right now. Just it's insane. So all this going on, and the White House is just busting out these videos left and right. And I'm debating whether or not to play it because I might get busted for the music, but what the heck? Let's give it a shot. Let's see if it lets me go.
On the orders of the President of the United States, U.S. Central Command commences Operation Epic Fury.
I'm gonna shoot you right down.
This regime will soon learn that no one should challenge the strength and might of the United States Armed Forces.
He reminded the world, as he has time and time again, being an American means something unbreakable. If you kill Americans, if you threaten Americans anywhere on earth, we will hunt you down without apology and without hesitation, and we will kill you. We didn't start this way. But under President Trump, we are finishing it. Their war on Americans has become our retribution against their
Iran is run by lunatics, religious fanatic lunatics. They have an ambition to have nuclear weapons. They intend to develop those nuclear weapons behind a program of missiles and drones and terrorism that the world will not be able to touch them for fear of those things. This is the weakest they've ever been. Now is the time to go after them. The president made the decision to go after them, take away their missiles, take away their navy, take away their drones, take away their ability to make those things so that they can never have a nuclear weapon.
Finally, to the great proud people of Iran, I say tonight that the hour of your freedom is at hand. When we are finished, take over your government. It will be yours to take. This will be probably your only chance for generations.
Boom, boom, boom.
Oh, man. How hard does that go? That is so dope. Do you understand what we just did with the military in Iran, by the way? For years, there has been these lies being spread that we are weaker, like the China's catching up to us. We're just, we're not what we were. We're not as far ahead as everybody we used to be. And, we're still the best, but we're not where we used to be. And oh my God, what we just witnessed between Venezuela and Iran is that our military is 10 to 20 years ahead of everybody, including China. Do you realize, like, in Venezuela and Iran, their air defenses were Chinese? Are you kidding me? We just wiped them out. Like they're nothing. Our military had never been unleashed. And going back, I think going back to Clinton, there became an attack on our military. It started with Clinton when he did the don't ask, don't tell. Okay. And so then it became morale started getting lower because it was like the homosexuals were now in the military, and not everybody was comfortable with that. That started it. He didn't fund the military the same way. Bush came in, it became like really popular again, but at the same time, he eroded our military by not unleashing it. And for 20 years, because of Iraq and Afghanistan, when Bush started, our morale went way down. The Obama years, do you remember when we were out of ammo? Obama didn't fund the military at all. I mean, it was funded, but it wasn't going to what it was supposed to go to. He was using it for all their causes, quote unquote causes. Trump comes in 2016 and there's no ammo. Our military has no ammo. So he has to go full on in. And then in the Biden administration, they just got to the point where we were way below recruitment numbers. They were having like the trans people become generals and all this crazy stuff. We became woke military. And so many people, I remember when Trump first got in, and I had so many people tell me, oh, it doesn't matter. I mean, it's too late. Our military is woke. It's ruined. And I was like, no, it's not. That's a very small percentage. But the PSYOP, guys, it got to us. Well, Trump in 1 year, has taken all the good that was left in the military, amped it up, and then unleashed what we had and shown the world that nobody has a chance, not a chance. You can't sniff us. That's how far ahead we are of everybody else. What we just did to Iran is something that no one ever believed possible, except for the people the most in the know. But that's very few people. The vast majority of everybody else were fed the lie that Iran was impenetrable. You couldn't do this. And we just took it out. I mean, unreal what we're doing. And the Trump administration is flaunting this because they want us to see that strength.